Hello, friend. All right. So we are talking about anytime you're celebrating, entertaining, just making it through a regular day. Any of those things can qualify, and you need to preserve, take care of, enhance, boost your energy. Okay. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about just the regular day to day support as well as your ongoing energy or when you need a little pick me up? So it is, what time is it? It's 3:43 p.m. my local time at the time of this recording. And in about an hour, people are going to start rolling in here, and I still have some dinner prep to do. I have other things I do need to get done and people to entertain. And as a natural introvert, as somebody who likes being cozy at home, even people who I enjoy, it's just being around a large group of people, preparing and hosting and doing the things, it can take extra energy. Yes? So we know that. So it's not saying it's a bad thing. It's just saying that sometimes you need a little pick me up, or you're planning to work on something and your brain is foggy. You need a little pick me up. And you also just want regular ongoing support. So all of that is a part of our conversation today. And I'm sharing the products that I am using and products that I also have in my household to share with family members. So let's dive in because I know you have a lot going on. And I also want to get you prepared to support your own energy. So I started my day right here. I started with Kachava. Kachava is a protein shake that has a lot of natural elements and it's vegan, meaning it's all plant-based. There is no dairy because usually you'll see things like there's vegan, there's whey, and there's grass-fed beef. So these are the kind of the top three type of proteins that I would say, this is my understanding of it, on the market. I've been on Kachava, taking it daily. I make it in a shake. I use a lemon and I used frozen mixed berries and water because I'm keeping my sugar really low. And this gives me, it has only 7 grams of sugar, 25 grams of protein. This is the chocolate. The vanilla is pretty similar in flavor because this, compared to, if you're a big chocolate buff, is going to taste very mild to you. I am not somebody who likes a lot of chocolate. Like I don't sit around and eat brownies or chocolate candy. Can't do it. I can't handle the intensity of chocolate. This is a very mild chocolate flavor. That's my take on things. I enjoy it. It mixes really well in to my shake. And like I said, I'm making it with a lemon and I'm making it with mixed berries and then water. And that's how I drink it. And I get my 25 grams of protein. And this for me, you do you, as a meal supplement. But now for my child, who is a teenager, an athlete, very active, growing all the things, he is going to start on, he had been taking a whey protein occasionally, and this is a grass-fed beef protein. So this is, or I should say, beef isolate protein is how I should say it. And it comes in so many different flavors. And this has raving reviews. Like check it out. The Quip, the brand itself, very clean. So it's dairy-free and whey-free, which is awesome. This is a strawberry flavor. So I mixed this up the other day. It was creamy. It was light, and it was like the strawberry flavor was very, very present. And so I made that. What did I make that one with? I made it with a banana because I'm not making it for me. I made it with a banana. I made it with fresh strawberries, just like a half a cup full ice. And I think I put milk in that one. And my husband walked through when I was making it for my son. He says, "Oh, is that for me?" And he took it and he was like, "Oh," and so he got to it even before my son did. So I had to make another, but he really enjoyed it. And so this is a good support. Now let's talk protein, because that's what you're looking for as far as what you're going to get. So you get 20 grams of protein, no whey, dairy, soy, artificial flavors, nothing, but does not have the sugar count. Sorry, I can't give you that one. And so I mix that. I use just a regular blender and put it all together. And that's how I make these. So these I'm using for him because he's an athlete and he's growing. I'm trying to get him not to replace a meal like I'm doing. I'm replacing a meal. I'm getting him to enhance his nutrition. That's what's important right here. So that's how I'm kind of setting that up. Now, those are your primary basis for laying the foundation for a strong day. That's what I will say. That is my personal suggestion, my take on it, is that if you add in a protein supplement as something that you're adding to your regular daily diet, your daily routine, it's going to help to sustain you. It's going to help to give you energy. And the reason I choose Kachava as well is because of the amount of nutrients. So I'm not going to sit here and read you the list of nutrients. You can look this up if you're interested in this. And it is complete nutrition, in my opinion, that I stopped taking a multivitamin. Also, not medical advice, just my personal lived experience. And I've been taking Kachava now for I would say about 2 years. And monthly, I just buy the package and away I go. So that's my take on energy sustainability, nutrient supply, making sure you're getting enough protein in your diet. I still struggle to eat enough protein, which is side topic. But that being said, that's why I make sure that I'm at least taking in some protein in a shake mix and a good quality shake mix. And both of these would be good quality. They're just totally differently built differently. So this is the grass-fed beef isolate, completely whey-free. This is the vegan option, completely whey-free as well. So sorry I don't have a whey option for you. Now, let's talk also about vitamin nutrition while we're on it, and then we will move into our energy. This is what I have been taking. This is True Sea Moss, the gels. If you don't like the gel for whatever reason, you can get them in little cute gummies, and they're very sweet. They're like, I think like a candy gummy. Like they're very good. And so those I have as well because I have a family member who does not like the gels. The gels, however, I started by saying all the negative things, but all that to say, the gels come in different flavors, and I'm hurrying to take this because it does need to stay refrigerated, like it's cold. But I want to show you here the gel. Now, this flavor has ashwagandha and other things in it. Hold on, let me take a bite. That's it. How easy is that? You need one more spoonful. You take 2 a day. This has ashwagandha, black seed oil, ginger, vitamin C, in addition to the sea moss. So all the other ones are the sea moss benefits, which if you know, you know, or you can go look it up. I'm not going to go into all of that. But this one has 5 additional supplements added into it. And it has the sweetness in this one is an aftertaste. That's what I'll say. Going down, it's a little bit stronger. And you know why? Because I think it's with the ginger and the black seed oil, there's an element of that. I don't know if a part of that taste is the ashwagandha. I don't know necessarily what ashwagandha is. I will say my favorite that they make is the mango pineapple. I have that one as well. That's my absolute favorite. It is sweet. It is luxurious. I love it. Now, all the gels taste the same as far as texture and smoothness, exactly like I showed you. There's different colors depending on the flavoring, and 2 tablespoons. That's it. So I just take a regular spoon and I just take it. I just open up my refrigerator, take it, be done. I spent way longer talking to you about it than it ever takes to take it. It's like a 30-second process, and it gives you so many different nutrients. Now, the thing I will say about sea moss, the one thing I will tell you about sea moss that I have discovered, once again, not medical advice, just what I have discovered taking sea moss, is I started this at the end of November, went all the way December through now. So we're end of May. So about 6 months. But going through the winter season, taking this has helped me personally, once again, not medical advice, boost my immunity, which is one of the benefits of taking sea moss. But you have to take it regularly. It's a supplement. All the things we're looking at today, friend, are supplements, which means you need to take it regularly in order to notice a pattern and a rhythm happening in your body, that your body is starting to acknowledge the supplement you're taking, how it's supporting you. Okay. So keep that in mind. And with that, taking this, when the big flu came around, everyone else in my family got sick, was in bed, missing school, all the things. You know, they tend to, as kids going to school, bring home the germs. I got a sore throat. And that was it. Like, it was amazing to me. So I found that this was like, that was the only thing that had changed in my life and my routine. The only thing I was taking to support myself through the winter, in addition to my regular daily Kachava, I'm saying, what did I add to this year that was different? It was this. Okay. So I think this really does help to boost your immunity. That's why I originally got onto it. I wanted to give it to my mom. She didn't like the gel. I let her try 3 different flavors. And she wouldn't take it. That's where I discovered the gummies. So there you have it. That's why our whole conversation started about the gummies. Okay, let's talk about if you're doing all the things great and you're supporting your natural nutrition, you're supporting your energy on a regular daily basis, but you need a little bit of extra boost. You need some caffeine. You need some just a pick me up, whether to start your day, to clear your mind, release the brain fog, help you wake up. This is so easy for me to say this list because these are all the reasons I take it. These are all the things that I need. And so one of the things that you can do Yes. This is how I started my morning. I took 1 scoop of Buzz. Buzz is 120 milligrams of natural caffeine, 0 sugar, only 15 calories. This is fruit punch flavor. You're mixing it like about this size. It's you can go as low as 8 ounces, which would just be 1 cup, like 1 measuring cup. Yes. Or I typically make it actually more than even 16. I make it a little bit more diluted so I can kind of sip on it and enjoy it over the process of about an hour. And I'm like using it to help me. I'm closing my eyes because I'm imagining how I feel in the morning, but I'm using it to help me like come alive and wake up. This is quantum powder form, and you just mix it up. You can see it's not orange. What you're seeing is the little preservative card at the bottom because it's almost empty. Can you see the powder? There you go. I'm almost done. This is a 30-day supply or 30 doses, however you want to think about that. So for me, it typically works out to be about a month's worth. And I just put 1 scoop in here and I mix it into with my water. Now, I'm typically always drinking out of these. I brought a glass today so you could actually see what we're going to mix up. But I'm going to mix in one of the metal container. What do you call these? Tumblers? Tumblers. That's what I'm trying to say. And stop. So this is just purified drinking water out of my refrigerator. But I've already done this and I have a video. If you look at this product up, you'll probably see my video that I've made with that. And I've linked it for you as well. But I want to show you, here's Pure Boost. So this is an energy supplement that you can take. This is natural caffeine source. This is 100 milligrams of caffeine. And I have this, what flavor are we going to do today? Let's do the berry boost. That's the first one I pulled out. So in this package, there's different packages in different flavors. There's citrus sunrise, berry boost, and acai alert, which, hold on. Let me show you all those. There's the citrus sunrise and acai alert. Here we go. Okay. So actually, I'm going to switch. I'm going to do citrus sunrise. I haven't tried this one. I was doing the acai before. I wanted to try a different flavor. So it's fun because with the mixture of flavors in a package versus the same all the time, I mean, you do you. I'm somebody who ate like the same bowl of cereal for years growing up as a kid. I can handle a lot of the same things. And I just like fall in a rhythm, especially with early in the morning. I don't want to have to think. I want to know that I'm simply making my scrambled eggs and my sausage. I'm drinking my water, my hot tea, and having my energy supplement. That's it. I typically do my vibration plate and I do reading, I do journaling, I do things to help me wake up. I like to be up before everyone else, so I have time to wake up and allow my brain to come alive. Later in the morning, I'm doing my cachava. And like I said, I make the exact same recipe every time. Nothing changes. So I don't actually think about food, friend, till dinner time because lunch can be very simple later in the early afternoon, I would say. But when I have to think about a dinner, and then it's like, oh, now what do I have to make? Because now I actually have to think about it. Before, everything else just runs on auto repeat, day after day after day. It's just the same thing for me. That works for me. That allows me not to have to put so much mental energy into just preparing my meals. So I like to know that has me covered. Here, let me show you as I'm pouring. There you go. You can see it's really light colored because this is more the citrus. What was the citrus? Yeah, citrus sunrise. So it's going to be more orangey. Look at it. Do you see the bubbly? This has a bubbly nature. This one does not. I have a set of spatulas from Hotech. This is the one, at first I was like, what in the world would I ever use that for? And then it is perfect because when I am mixing in these tumblers, if I was going to use like a metal spoon or a knife or fork, it would be clickety, clickety, click, right? It would make so much noise. This is quiet. See how quiet. Now, quiet matters because my kitchen is directly underneath my teenager's bedroom. So if I'm going click, 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 and I'm up early, he's not up early, it would be waking him up. It would be annoying, which, nothing against him. Who wants to be woke up hearing loud noises? Not me. So this is coming out very, very light yellow. Can you see? I think you can kind of see the color in there. Okay, shake this off. I brought a towel. This is from Cemex. Side note, these are bath towels. And I brought a hand towel out here to show you because they're soft and they dry really well. They're known for their quick absorbency. And because it's soft, it's cotton and it's great. So fantastic. So quick shout out to them. Okay, ready? Sorry. Cheers. Oh, there's like, what is that? Mango? Pineapple? Little both? I think it's a little both. I can taste that. Here, let me show you what it looks like real quick. See that? Let me pour it closer to the camera. That's the coloring. Now you can see how much water I added into mine. You don't have to put as much water. So really filling up this whole entire glass. Very light, almost like a lemonade color. Yes? There is, I'm going to figure it out what's in there. Let's see what it says. Slightly tangy with the essence of ripe citrus fruits. I can taste the ripe citrus fruits, but I was trying to identify which ones. I can taste it. It does say mix with 16 to 20 flow ounces. So I'm within range on here, and it's 100 milligrams of naturally occurring caffeine from green tea, comparable to a cup of coffee. Okay, so here you go. But I had this in the other flavors. This is the first time just taking the citrus sunrise. And so this is a smooth to me, and I only add 100. I say only because I had been taking an energy supplement that was 200. So to me, 100 is half. And so this is 100. This is 120. 120, 100. Okay. So very comparable. This has a little bit of a bubbly nature when you're preparing it. It's not staying bubbly, like it's not caffeinated, is what I'm trying to say. It's not like percolating down your system. It's smooth, but it does have a little pep, and this does not. So a little smoother, a little lighter, a little richer flavor, a little more pep. Does that help? It's hard to describe a flavor comparison sometimes. Okay, we're doing good. So I'm going to sip on this. It's got a tang. It definitely has. They describe it as being tangy, and that's how it feels to me. Is as I'm drinking it, like I taste the fruitiness, and then it's like a burst of tang. So that's an interesting flavor. If you're not into tangy, maybe just try another one. This one does not have that same tang. What's the other one in my box? The tart. This is the berry boost, which is known as being tart. And like I said, this one, which is my morning wake up, this is very smooth. I would say no tanginess, no tartness, just like a smooth, fruity punch. And once again, your flavor is going to be dependent in all of these, anything that you make, whether you're making the shakes, because you could make shakes in milk, you can make it in milk. And when I say milk, you can be all milk, coconut milk, all kinds of milk, right? Because we're talking vegan over here. But you can make them in milk, you can make them water, you can make them in juice, you can make them in like a million different things. You can add fruit to it or not add fruit. You can make it frozen or not frozen. You see what I mean? Like every single thing that I'm showing you today, all my opinion, all my thoughts about what it is and how I'm preparing it, but you could prepare it entirely different. It could taste very different to you. So it's really about where your comfort level is and what you want to look at and what you're going to try. Okay, I'm going to make sure I keep sipping on this because I got to let it settle in because like I said, as soon as I'm done with this, I got to start making dinner, get things ready, and then family is coming over to visit and hang out. So I've got to have the energy going on. That's the reason I started this conversation. I got a couple, you got any questions for me? I want to show you this. Look at this in size comparison, okay? It's on the table. You see all these other elements, like look at size comparison and then comparison to me. Here's that spatula I was using. The spatula is taller than this little trash can. This is from EKO. Watch, ready? It's just a little, it's so cute. It's called the Fandy trash bin. And so when you have little stuff like this, like depending on what you're going to put out, like let's say you're going to have people over today and you're going to do a spread for whatever holiday, whatever you're hosting. And you have like a little buffet line, you have your counter set up for food, people come get it and then they go sit down and they just need to throw stuff away. Like how easy is it just for them to do this? Like, and it's so cute. It's so easy to clean. You just set this out and then you don't have to be interrupted amongst everything else and all your other entertaining with people going, where's the garbage? Oh, do you know where her garbage is? You see what I mean? Like that's immediately when I found this, I was like 100% need this in my life because that was the first thing I thought of. I have been that person asking where is the garbage and then I've had people ask me where is the garbage. Anyhow, my old house, I had the garbage that was inside the drawer. Like you could pull out a drawer for built-in garbage. Awesome. I loved it. But people didn't know that and people aren't going to go through your chores. And now in this house, I don't have that built in and my garbage can is like around this side. And so this is easy. This is so easy. And the whole thing just comes right off. And then you can put a bag or not put a bag, right? But this is so easy just to reach your hand down, wash it out with soap, and just be done. And EKO, like I have a garbage can from them. I have this, and then I have a little compact trash can as well. So I have multiple different products that I have gotten throughout the years from this brand, and I have just come to trust them and like them.